Good evening. My name is Jake Rowe. I'm the high school principal, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 135th commencement exercises at Norwich City Schools. It is with great pleasure that we present this year's graduation awards and diplomas to the class of 2026 and recognize our graduating seniors and their accomplishments. Please remain standing as the senior class officers lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, after which the Norwich High School Madrigal Singers will sing the national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
At this time, I would like to introduce to you Mr. Scott Ryan, Superintendent of the Norwich City School District.
Boy, did we get lucky. A couple days ago, I didn't think this was going to happen, but I'm so happy to be here with you all tonight. Officially, good evening, members of the Board of Education, faculty, staff, families, friends, and most importantly, the remarkable class of 2026. Tonight is a celebration. It is a celebration of years of hard work, resilience, determination, and growth. It is a celebration of students who have overcome challenges, discovered talents, built friendships, and reached the metaphorical base camp tonight. To the class of 2026, congratulations. You have earned this very moment. To our teachers, our counselors, teaching assistants, support staff, coaches, bus drivers, custodians, cafeteria workers, administrators, and every adult who has invested in these young people. It is my opinion that your fingerprints, too, are on each of these diplomas. To the parents, yeah, please. And to the parents, grandparents, caregivers, siblings, and family, please accept my most sincere thanks. Thank you for every early morning, every late night conversation, every ride to practice, every word of encouragement, and every sacrifice you have made along the way. The diploma may bear one name, but this accomplishment belongs to many. Graduates, tonight, some of you are heading to college, others will enter the workforce, a few will begin apprenticeships or serve in the military, or pursue opportunities that haven't even yet been imagined. No matter where your path leads, I'd like to leave you with just one hope. Tonight, it's not a career goal, it's not a financial goal. It's called a life skill. You're entering a world unlike any generation before you. Every single day, you'll be flooded with headlines, videos, social media posts, podcasts, algorithms, and opinions, all competing for your attention, and often demanding that you make an immediate judgment. Choose not to. Instead, Develop the discipline of searching for facts before forming conclusions, before deciding someone is wrong, before believing that first headline, before ending a friendship, before sharing a post, before taking a side. Pause, ask questions, seek evidence. Listen to perspectives that are different from our own, and have the courage to change your mind when new information leads you somewhere better. That is not weakness. That's wisdom. Some of the strongest people you will ever meet aren't those who have an opinion about everything. They are the people who are confident enough to admit they don't yet have all the best answers. Because the goal in life isn't to be first. It isn't to be loudest. It isn't about being right all the time. The goal that hopefully you've gained over the last 13 years is to keep learning. To seek understanding before judgment. To pursue truth before certainty. The single habit will serve you in your career, your relationships, your leadership, your family, and your community far more than almost anything else that you've learned along this journey. At Norwich, we truly have tried to prepare you to become future-ready contributors, not simply people who know things, but people who continue learning, continue asking questions, and continue growing long after tonight. Because education doesn't end when you receive a diploma, it begins every time that you are willing to say, please help me understand. The class of 2006, whatever life takes you, wherever life takes you, remember this. Your character will always matter more than your resume. Your curiosity will always matter more than your certainty. Your kindness will always outlast your accomplishments. Congratulations on all that you have achieved. Thank you for representing Norwich the way that you have for the last 13 years. We are incredibly proud of you, and we cannot wait to see what your lives are built on and the difference that you make. The future is waiting. We'll meet it with courage, humility, and a lifelong commitment to seeking the absolute truth. Congratulations, 2026. We love you.
At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you William Fenton, this year's Salutatorian.
Welcome, families, friends, and faculty, to the Norwich class of 2026 graduation. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I want you to take a moment and appreciate what an anomaly this day is, how lucky it is for us to be celebrating together this evening. We live in a near infinite universe, on the only known planet with intelligent life, and somehow, each of us, through divine intervention, fate, or just plain luck, landed in this community. You could view this as incredible luck, or you could focus on the possible insignificance of it all. After all, we are just tiny specks in a massive universe. However, the good news is that we can choose which stories will define us and our identities. That said, creating a story is difficult. Sometimes we allow other people to write our stories for us. I'm sure we have all conformed at some point. We are wearing matching purple caps and gowns. Personally, I've lied about what I like or dislike, and I've changed how I dress to fit in with the crowd. Conforming is a natural part of life, and it helps us maintain social norms. But conformity becomes a problem when we start letting it define us and our beliefs, when we start conforming to others' ideas without examining them, when we stop writing our own story and start following a script. Often, as new graduates, heading into the world, we are told by our families, our teachers, or even our friends what to do with our lives, whether that means going to college, entering the workforce, or joining the military. Often we are told not only what to do for our career path, but what to do with our free time. We are told which hobbies are cool or cringe. We are even told that the coolest hobby is no hobby at all. It is important to remember that there's nothing wrong with asking for or taking advice, but when that advice contradicts what you want to do with your life, it is a problem. It is far too easy to lose control of our personal narratives. We must remember that our narrative is the story of our life. It is a story so important that it becomes a part of us. In order to control it, we must recognize how we think about ourselves and the world around us. From there, we can start to change it and alter it to have a healthier narrative that reflects who we want to be. It is also important to remember that our story isn't stagnant. As Carl Rogers, a prominent psychologist, states, the good life is a process, not a state of being. We shouldn't be afraid to make changes in our stories. I learned this lesson as a freshman. I wanted to learn how to play guitar. I put lessons off for an entire year because I thought I couldn't possibly be good enough. I thought I would always be worse than those who started earlier than me. Because of that belief, I didn't fully commit. I've begun to regret that mindset because being afraid to take chances or being afraid to be vulnerable with the people around us can cause us to miss valuable opportunities. You can probably think of your own struggles and fears. But the important thing to remember is that these struggles don't define us. We can write our own stories in spite of them. The famous author Maya Angelou once stated, "I've written 11 books, but each time I think, uh-oh, they're going to find out now. I run a game on everybody and they're going to find me out." Even though she felt like a fraud, she still wrote stories in spite of it. She was not held down by her fears, and neither should any of us be held down by our fears. There will be times we must conform even if we disagree. We all must follow the law and pay taxes, but those are surface level. We are all the authors of our own stories. Some chapters will be easier than others, but if we stay true to ourselves, true to our beliefs, and true to our values, we'll be happy with the endings. Whether we choose to be plumbers, carpenters, engineers, nurses, teachers, or even business owners, we must make the very best of it. And always remember, you can make positive changes. This evening is about celebrating the Norwich High School class of 2026. We survived COVID, Regents exams, having our phones confiscated, sorry Mr. O, and senior assassins. We can survive anything. In all seriousness, every graduating student deserves our congratulations for all they did to achieve this milestone. Be proud of yourselves for all you have accomplished and will accomplish in the future. Stay true to yourself, resist conformity, and always keep writing your own story. As renowned American poet Ralph Waldo Emerson states, "To be yourself in a world constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." Thank you.
At this time, I ask that everyone please rise for our alma mater, which will be sung by seniors James Farrakane, Luna Funaro, Joey Hall, Anna Harris, Liam Hunter, Emma Crushy, Layla Root, Nathaniel Stroud, Delilah Spiegel, and Lacey Zeno. You are welcome to sing along. The words are printed in the program.
With thy brow is crowned, with hope thy form is shrouded, thy face shines forth unclouded, O alma mater dear. Our burdens are made lighter, our inspirations brighter, our
Please be seated. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Sophia Zhang, this year's valedictorian, who will deliver her valedictory speech.
Good evening, and welcome to Norwich High School's 135th commencement ceremony. I would first like to extend my gratitude to our teachers who have challenged us to do more than what we believed we were capable of doing, to our administrators and staff whose support may have gone unnoticed but never unfelt, to our friends who filled our days at Norwich High School with lasting memories, to the parents, grandparents, siblings, extended families here today in the audience whose devotion to us has brought us this far. On behalf of the graduating class, I would like to thank you all. And finally, to the class of 2026, I know this day is about you, but I would like to take this moment to share a personal story of mine, one that has taken me a long time to understand and appreciate. All my life, I have awakened too early in the morning to see my parents before going to school, and I have gone to sleep too early in the evening to see them come home from work. Since I was born, they have worked at China House across Marshalls, shout out to them, and so morning and night, I've been on my own or with my grandparents. I used to be embarrassed that I would have to ask a friend's parents to drop me off at my orchestra concerts. I used to feel betrayed. And I had to ask myself many times why our family never ate dinner together, or why birthdays were sometimes sandwiched between taking orders and making deliveries. But after so many years of thinking and reflecting, I have finally come to accept and understand that that was a sacrifice they decided to make for the financial stability of our family. And I understand now, more than ever, that without them, I would not have the resources to bring me to where I am today. And for that, I thank my parents and grandparents for their sacrifice. When I was a child, I didn't consider my parents' motives. I only felt deprived. But now I can appreciate the value that underscore their motives. This lesson has taught me that we need to be more sensitive to one another before we cast judgment. We need to try to understand what motivates people to do what they do, and not just assume they do things without regard to others. In other words, we need to value our capacity for empathy. You see, empathy is one of the most human traits we possess. It's something no other species or technology can replicate, and that fact makes it all the more important to preserve this quality. Yet lately, I've begun to wonder, have we grown less sensitive to the needs and senses of others? Every day, we open our phones and are exposed to more information, more opinions, more conflicts, more arguments, and more tragedy than any other generation before us. In the span of minutes, we scroll past celebrity dating scandals, political arguments, natural disasters, war, and even death and torture, all caught on camera. And then, the next day, we move on. I don't believe it's because we no longer care, but we've seen it so often and regularly that we've simply become numb. How often have we opened TikTok and seen a video about somebody's death, scroll through the comments just to see memes, gifs, the most insensitive jokes like womp womp, or even people saying, like this comment if you want his mom to be okay. Think about how strange that is. Someone had just lost their life, and our first thought is to put a dancing dog into the comments, or spam the skull emoji. Yet ironically enough, we don't even use the skull emoji to represent death. We use it when we are laughing so hard we could die. And I understand that laughing for many of us is a coping mechanism, but it's come to a point where we no longer know when to stop laughing and start caring. As the philosopher Hannah Arendt once warned, the death of human empathy is one of the earliest and most telling signs of a culture about to fall into barbarism. My concern is that the media is influencing us to turn a blind eye to those in need, and that we're beginning to descend into this endless loop of apathy, bigotry, and violence. But we do not have to succumb to this downward spiral. We do not have to accept the world as it is. We can make it change. As corny as it seems, put yourself into someone else's shoes. Everywhere we go and every step we take, we will always have at least two options. We can choose to be judgmental or to understand, indifferent or empathetic. So, the next time you get into an argument with someone, we should state our case, of course, but also choose to listen to what they have to say. The next time we hear a rumor about the freaky things that happen in our school parking lot, choose not to spread it. Many of us are leaving here today to be teachers, nurses, artists, social workers, electricians, or in the case of my family, restaurant workers, dishwashers, cooks, and countless other occupations. Different careers, different paths, but they all require some kind of understanding of one another. Of course, maybe you chose your career because it's a higher paying job, but I believe many of us have chosen occupations that allow us to tap into the empathy that's already inside of us. As we continue to develop smarter technology and faster ways to communicate, let's not forget the importance of listening to one another and understanding others' motives. We have spent years supporting teammates, helping our classmates study, giving homework answers, and comforting friends after their breakups. Unlike too many people in positions of power, we have chosen to care. We already possess the compassion and kindness that the world desperately needs. We just need to keep those virtues front and center as we move forward. As we graduate today, we'll be exposed to a world filled with all sorts of beliefs, and they may make choices that we do not necessarily agree with. But we can choose to keep an open mind. We can choose to ask where they're coming from. We can choose to care. If enough people become slightly more patient, slightly more understanding, slightly more compassionate, only then will a fracture in our humanity start to heal. In looking out at all of you today, especially the class of 2026, through a lens shaped by my family, my education, and my unwavering hope, I believe it can. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophia, for that amazing speech. Members of the Board of Education of Norwich City Schools and Mr. Ryan, as principal of Norwich High School, I certify that all students about to receive diplomas have met or exceeded the requirements of Norwich High School and have met or exceeded the requirements for graduation as set forth by the New York State Board of Regents and the New York State Education Department. Now, for the presentation of diplomas, I invite the Board of Education President, Mr. Christopher Olds, to come forward so that we may begin the diploma ceremony. Starting us off, Emma Marie Ergo. Michaela Sean Sastry. Emma Christine Crushy. Olivia Marie Burrell. Matthew David Allen, Jr. McCaden Amo. Marina Arez. Emma Rose Baker. Liam Patrick Ballin. Gavin R. Brown. Laura Lee Jean Brown. Addison Rose L. Brown. Abby Lynn Brunick. Michael J. Brunick. Dalton Michael Carson.
Hello there, everyone.
Gina Bella Casella. Liam P. Casey. Ava Rose Sorigliano. Alexander James Dennis. Liam Diaz. Temperance Marie Dockeray. Olivia Grace Dolliver. Reagan Kathleen Dolliver. Caden Thomas Downey. Joshua T. Evans. William T. Fenton. James Thomas Barricane. Hannah Lynn Fillmore Washburn. Ella Jean Foote. Erica Erica M. Fornieri. Daphne Lane Frank. Matthew Urel Frankie. Dion J. Fredericks. Anna Catherine Freegans. Emily Joyce Punaro. Seth Michael Gessling. Sienna Reese Gillen. Timothy Eric Kazich. Joseph A. Hall. Christian Kymir London Bouchard Hardrick. Anna G. Harris. Ariel N. Hatton. Atticus James Hawkins. It looks like we're getting Michael and Michaela Grace Hicks. William Stewart Hunter. Janessa A. Jackson. Sarah Ann Klosnick. Emma Sue Larman. Joshua R. Lindridge. Tiernan Avani Palin Lindsay. Change these out for a bad boy diploma. Emma Jean McClory. Cody Mantell. Jaden Michael Manwarn. Tamika Shakira Marango. Hunter Garrett Maris Lockwood. Connor James Marshall. Skylar Michael Marvin. Ashton Michael Mason. Rosalina May Matthews. Duncan Howard McNichol V. Elizabeth Ann Miller. Camden Robert Mills. Tara Rianne Moffett. Brittany Alana Angel McMoncourt. I got her name right. Leland David Montgomery. Melanie Scarlett Morales. Reagan Elizabeth Mullen. Erin Kate Nichols. Jesse O'Neill Trickey. Owen Thomas Olds. Olivia L. Palmer. Taylor Nellie Palmer. Brody Vincent Palmieri. Zachary David Parker. Marina Rose Patterson. Finn M. Beer. As a side note, while we wait for the students to find their seats, Skylar Marvin was our first student in Norwich High School history to receive their CTE endorsement in the food preparation pathway. Natalie Marie Phillips. Hunter T. Pierce. Erin Kate Presnell. Colby Lewis Redenbeck. Shaylin Annis Rice. DeCaro. My apologies. Finn Grayson Rivenberg. Anna Elizabeth Robertson. Brooke Paige Rogers. Layla Finney Root. Madison Michelle Rotundo. Lillian Judith Russell. Nicholas Xander Ryan. Emma Maria Ramashkanu Santos. Connor Matthew Satterley. Troy Allen Shack. Daisy May Shaw. Nathaniel Israel Stroud. Kennedy Isabel Sabella. Haley Elizabeth Slack. Daniel Chester Allen Smith. Mackenzie Lee Spade. Spiegel. Alec Jess Squires. Matthew Edward Stivers. Kason Landon Jesus Stubb. Lillian May Turnbull. Zachary Robert Turner. Connor Aaron White. Liam T. White. Timothy J. White. Rebecca E. Wood. Brandon Carter Wright. Callie Lynn Wright. Maya Ellen Jans. Kaiser Young. Sophia Zhang. Lacey Nicole Zeno. Joven Ronan Thorne Zimmerman. To our Board of Education members, faculty, staff, families, friends, and most importantly, our graduates, thank you for being here tonight to celebrate this incredible milestone. Graduates, tonight is about more than diplomas, tassels, or caps flying through the air in a few moments. Tonight is about growth. It is about who you were when you walked through the doors of Norwich High School for the first time, and who you become sitting here now. At Norwich, we are the Purple Tornado. And if there's one thing that a tornado does, it leaves an impact. Now, before any of you get nervous, I'm not talking about total absolute destruction. I'm talking about force, energy, presence, and impact. A tornado moves things, it reshapes the landscape around it. It cannot be ignored. That's what I hope this class understands about themselves. Every single one of you has the ability to impact the people and the places around you. Some of you will do it loudly, leading companies, teaching classrooms, serving communities, teaching building businesses, wearing uniforms, creating art, raising families, or changing lives. Others will do it quietly, through kindness, loyalty, hard work, integrity, and simply being the person others can count on. But all of you will leave a mark somewhere. And over the last 4 years, you've left one here. You've impacted your teachers who watched you grow from awkward freshmen into the adults sitting here today. You've impacted your classmates through friendships, laughter, struggles, victories, and memories you'll carry long after tonight. And whether you realize it or not, you've impacted me. 10 years from now, I may not remember much about individual interactions with students, but I will remember sharing in the senior recognition dinner. I will remember watching the best high school musical performance I have ever witnessed. I will remember the pep rally tug-of-war incident of February 2026 that ended in 5 months of elbow physical therapy, reminding me that I am not 18 anymore. I will remember being asked by the senior class to make 145 Mr. Rowe burgers from scratch for the senior picnic. And there are so many other individual memories that I will carry with me from this class, and I thank you all for those memories. Although, some of you have impacted me a little earlier in the morning than I would have preferred. Now, I would be failing as the principal if I did not mention approximately 20 seniors who decided it was a good idea to drive all the way to Owego to surprise me at 3:50 in the morning. First of all, impressive commitment. Second, I still have questions. Like, why were you so awake? And why did none of you think maybe Mr. Rowe enjoys sleeping? And maybe Mr. Rowe lives in the middle of nowhere, and cars in his driveway at 3:50 in the morning are going to trigger alarm bells. But honestly, that moment says a lot about this class, and it meant more to me than you will probably ever know. You are spirited, you are connected to one another, you know how to create memories, you know how to show up for people, even if your timing is questionable. And someday, when you're older, exhausted, and trying to work before sleep the next morning, I truly hope 20 teenagers show up at your house at 3:50 in the morning so you can fully appreciate the experience you gave to me. That's the thing about high school, though. The moments you remember are most likely, or most rarely, the perfect ones. They're the unexpected ones, the ridiculous ones, the stories that become part of who you are. Class of 2026, adulthood is awaiting you now, and despite what social media might tell you, nothing and nobody has it all figured out. Not at 18, not at 28, and honestly, sometimes not even at 50. Who wrote that? They meant 38. Being an adult is not about having every answer. It's about learning to keep moving forward even when you don't have all the answers. It's about taking responsibility when things go wrong. It's about treating people with respect, and it's about resilience. It's about finding purpose, and sometimes it's about just showing up. And about understanding that success is not measured only by money or titles, but by the impact you leave on others. There will be moments in life where things feel uncertain. There will be failures, setbacks, and days where you question yourself. But remember this, tornadoes don't stop because the winds get strong. That's when they become the most powerful. You are stronger than you might think, more capable than you might realize, and more prepared than you probably feel tonight. So as you leave Norwich High School, carry with you your purple pride. Leave an impact wherever you go. Make people better because you were there. Work hard, stay humble, laugh often. Call your parents once in a while, and maybe, just maybe, avoid waking your future bosses up before 4 a.m. Class of 2026, thank you for the memories, the laughter, the energy, and yes, the early morning surprise. Congratulations, graduates. We are so proud of you. We love you very much, and we cannot wait to see the impact that you leave on this world. Thank you. At this time, will the senior class president please come before the graduates, and will the class please rise and follow Emma in the turning of the tassel ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, graduated seniors, this concludes our ceremonies here this evening, and we would ask that everyone in the bleachers please remain in the bleachers until the recessional has been completed. As you leave, please take with you our best wishes for a safe and happy celebration of the fine accomplishments of these men and women. So, without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to present and congratulate one last time the Norwich High School class of 2026.